Sometimes when you iron your clothes like I am here, you get this brown or white stuff coming from your iron, like here and like here. In this video I'm going to take apart my steam iron and show you why this happens. This is my Breville Press Express steam iron and I've had it for about 3 years and it's been absolutely amazing. Getting those spots of water with either brown or white bits in them is quite a common problem, and a lot of people don't understand why this happens. So I'm going to take apart my steam iron to show you what's actually going on inside. Also, at the end of the video I'm going to show you 2 checks you can do yourself to determine if you have this problem and how to fix it. Firstly, I'm just going to remove this door just so it doesn't get in the way when I'm trying to take it apart. Now I'm going to remove this cover to get to the screw. And oh, okay, so it's got a special type of screw. I don't have the tool for it, so I'm just going to use a normal flathead screwdriver, which is working. Now I'm just going to remove the plastic bottom part, the plate, and oh, that doesn't look very good. It's very rusty. And the screws are also very rusty, so I'm going to have to look at that, and it's wet. Now I'm going to remove the clip that is screwed on to hold the cable in place, and I'm going to remove this plastic swivel thing. Now I just need to move these 2 screws. Now it's a good idea just to lay a piece of cloth to stop you scratching the sole plate. Now just remove these 2 screws here. Next we'll need to remove the dial at the top, so just get a screwdriver under and just lift it up. There are also 2 screws either side of the where that dial was, so you need to remove those 2. Remove this tiny spring, keep it safe. The spray and the steam button just pull off. Just 1 screw on top to remove. The plastic shaft to the dial just falls out. The plastic funnel for the water tank can easily be removed with a small flathead screwdriver. Now if you remove the screw at the front, this will release the plastic housing for the handle. And this is the steam control. Now you need to remove these 4 screws which house the steam control. Now you can remove the screw which is just behind the steam control, and that will let you remove the whole handle. Now you just need to remove 2 screws which is in the left and the right side of the water tank inlet. So once you've done all that, now you can actually remove the water tank, which is removed just by pulling the back up and then pulling the front back. And just by looking at this, I can see a lot of rust on the screws, which doesn't look good. Now to get to the base plate is probably the easiest part, so all you need to do is remove 3 screws, so 2 at the back and 1 at the front. And this plastic shield now can be just peeled back, and underneath you should see the element which heats up, and it's looking pretty bad, very bad. So looking at this, there's a lot more damage than I thought there would be. There's rust everywhere, mainly at the bottom. These red parts here, which I'm poking around, is like a rubber, like a gasket, like a sealer. I've put my screwdriver straight through. You can see how big this hole is, so you're going to get rust and water leaking out of there quite easily. And there's rust at the top, rust all over really, mainly where there's a connection, like a hole. But here the red gasket that goes around the bottom looks like it's failed, and that's what's let water through and created and started that rust. And if I just turn it over and give it a shake, you'll see how much rust there is and where that brown stuff is coming from. All that. So here is a close-up image of the heating element where the steam is produced. You can see the rust on the left and the right and the middle. This is where the brown water is coming from, so the rust mixed with water. If you shake your iron like this and you're getting bits of brown or white stuff coming out like this, it's not looking good. But we need to determine what the problem is and where it's coming from. So if we can do that, we can either fix it or it may need to be replaced. So the first thing you need to do is just to tap the iron up and down like I'm doing here on the flat surface. This is just to see if there's any bits coming out of the small jet holes, and as you can see from what I'm doing here, there's nothing coming out. So if there's nothing coming out, move to the next step. The next step is to tap the iron when it's vertical like this. So I'm not tapping it against the table, I'm just shaking it up and down just to see if there's anything coming out of the bottom. And as you can see, if I just get a bit closer, you can see that there's rust, big pieces of rust. So that tells me that there's rust coming out from the gap in the sole plate. If bits are coming out of the bottom of the sole plate in the gap, then you'll need to replace the iron completely. It's not repairable. If bits are only coming from the jets, then you can just descale it to repair it. I hope this video helped you out. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. If you like this video, please give me a like, it does help. And let me know in the comments section below if these two checks actually worked for you. And until next time, thanks for watching.